Hello everybody, welcome to this topic's video where I'm taking this NAEP item, which is just a function evaluation item, and show you how we can actually create a function grapher, basically, evaluator too, by using a graph in GeoGebra and taking any point as an input-output point and answer these questions graphically. So the correct answer to this is we have to evaluate f with 5. So if we put in a 5 on top, we get 5 minus 1, which is 4. And then on the bottom, we have to put in 5 for this x, so we get 4 over 5. So our answer should be b, 4/5. So let's check this out and make a graph, a function evaluator using the graph, basically. So what I'm going to do is just put a function. I'm just going to say f of x equals x, for instance, because all I want to do right now is just define some function f of x in GeoGebra. Then what I'm going to do is go over to the slider toolbox and click the down arrow and create an input box, and just click anywhere on the graphics window here, and I'm just going to say f of x equals, and then we're just going to link this checkbox to, or input box, to our f of x function and click apply. So right now it's just going to show us what f of x is, which is just x. But now the beauty of this is, if you want to, you can make f of x anything we want. So for instance, maybe parentheses x minus 1 divided by x, and click OK. Now we can change f of x to be whatever we want. Okay, now if we want to have an input-output point, for instance, and use the coordinates to be our evaluator, then I'm going to grab my point tool. I'm just going to click somewhere on the curve, and it's going to create a point that is now confined to our function. Okay, in the algebra window we can see the input-output values, or the x-y coordinates of our point, which is the same thing as just evaluating and an input value and seeing its output value. Okay, if we wanted to show a more visual, now maybe I want A to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to click on point A, maybe change its color to red, and make it bigger by clicking this option next to the color, and we can make its style bigger. Okay, and then also create some crosshairs on this to show the input value on the x-axis and the output value on the y-axis. So to do that, all we're going to do is say x equals, so this will make a vertical line. We want the x coordinate of A. So the way that we get that is we say x parentheses, and we put point A in our parentheses. So x equals the x coordinate of A. And if you hit enter, we now get a line that goes through A. Maybe I want to make it dotted and red, a little thicker. Okay, so now we can see that 1.84 on the x-axis, and then for our output line, or our horizontal line, we're going to say y equals y of A. So this will give us the y coordinate of A. And again, maybe we want it dotted in red, a little bit thicker. So what's nice about this is we can slide A around, and we can evaluate at certain points. Okay, so no matter what our function looks like, and maybe we want our function to get a little bit more, you can bold it if you want to, but let's say that we put in 2x plus 6. We can change our function. It's going to keep the point at the x value that we had, so you could either rescale or zoom around if you want to. But we can evaluate any function now with a point in a graph, so help students understand the visual representation of evaluating a function versus just plugging in input values and getting an output out. Okay? So I hope that that made sense, and good luck with your function evaluator tool.